Does the president have a duty to review data, like polling information that's coming in, donor information, the fears and concerns or anxieties expressed by Democrats? Does he have a duty to review what's happening now?
When you say a duty, can you say more about the duty piece?
He's absolutely running.
Yeah. Well, he's saying that, and I'm sharing with you his view.
And we would invite the president to come here and tell us that directly.
Noted, Kelly.
But he's awake.
That's inappropriate.
As you heard from your colleague, the president of the WHA, that's inappropriate. Thank you, Kelly.
So Joe Biden's campaign is continuing to collapse. The media completely turned against him. Donors, big money donors, these billionaire, multimillionaire donors who give to the Democrat Party, they are abandoning Joe Biden. They're jumping ship and going to not Trump, but they're going to more local races and down ballot races. They're giving their money to the senators, to Democrat governors, but they have completely lost faith in Joe Biden. The media backstabbed him. And the reason why they did that is for their own survival, because the media gaslighted the American people for years about Joe Biden's health, about his cognitive ability, saying, oh, he was spry behind closed doors. He's doing all types of amazing things. He's such a wonderful, amazing man. He's in the best shape ever. They gaslighted the American people, and they were completely exposed during that debate to millions and millions of people, tens of millions of people. The whole world saw it. So now the media, in order to save face, is completely trashing Trump, jumping ship, trying to find somebody else to cling on to, because they can't stick with Joe Biden. If they stick with Joe Biden, they're going to fall down with the sinking ship. But we do have some left-wing operatives who just can't take it. We do have MSNBC, which is probably the most far-left organization on TV. We have some of their people still coping, and that's what we're going to look at. So we got this Biden interview coming up tonight with George Stephanopoulos, who is a left-wing operative. This man works for ABC, and they try to paint him as some neutral TV host when he's nothing but a Democrat operative. Used to work for Bill Clinton, carried water for Hillary Clinton back in the day, and he's been defending Biden for years. So the Biden campaign trying to resuscitate this dying campaign because they have nothing else except for Kamala Harris. Trying to resuscitate this campaign, they're promoting this interview. Well, Biden, he had a cold, he had jet lag, he didn't sleep good, his assistants didn't prep him properly, the staff around him did a bad job. That's why the debate was so terrible. These are a long list of excuses. Jet lag, some mysterious cold, and none of that's working. So they're saying, well, Biden's going to have a big rally in a swing state, and after that, we're going to air an interview he did with left-wing operative George Stephanopoulos. Not a live interview, which is another major mistake. They're going to have an edited interview of him being questioned by a left-wing operative. So that's not going to do anything to boost the confidence of the voters. ABC is saying, well, we're going to release a transcript, a written transcript of the interview. We're going to edit the actual TV interview, but the written interview is not going to be edited. But that doesn't mean anything, because the written interview doesn't show all the stutters, the the gaff, him freezing up. It doesn't show all of that. But this is their strategy, to have an edited interview with a left-wing operative to try to resuscitate this campaign. And let's look at this clip here, a little excerpt from a clip on MSNBC, MSDNC, because this organization is nothing but just another arm for the Democrat Party, and listen to them having a discussion about this.
For former President Trump, how is he handling, how are they strategizing what may happen today in the coming days? We certainly have heard comments over the last couple days.
Right, largely over social media. He's had no public events here over the course of this weekend. He has rallies in Florida as well as in Pennsylvania over the next week. But for Donald Trump, to a certain extent, he has not gone on for any TV interviews. He has sort of allowed this storyline and Joe Biden and the Democrats' efforts to regain control of their own situation to play out. Now,
yeah, so that's a smart move by Trump and the Republicans. We haven't had a lot of Republicans just diving into this, giving heavy assessment of the situation. We see them taking shots and making fun, like Ron DeSantis. He completely obliterated Biden in the media. And we also caught a clip of Trump on a golf course. Apparently, he was being secretly recorded. Also taking a shot at Biden, taking a shot at Kamala Harris. But outside of that, we haven't heard much noise. In fact, let's take a quick look at this Trump clip.
How did I do with the debate the other night?
Oh,
He kicked that old broken down pile of crap.
Yeah.
It's a bad guy. He just quit, you know. He's quitting the race.
Is that right?
Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
It's so amazing.
It's just so fucking bad. So,
I just can't imagine.
but can you imagine that guy with dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man, a very tough guy. And they see him, they probably they can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting.
Good.
Okay?
Yeah, that's amazing.
You just keep knocking him out, right?
So we haven't heard much noise from the Republican Party, and that's the smart thing to do.
When you're talking about this interview here today, of course, the social media account of Donald Trump is always a good place to go to track where his thoughts are at. And that is exactly what he's done over the last 24 hours. If you look, he's not only taken on and attacked the individual doing the interview, George Stephanopoulos of ABC, but in another post, he made it clear by saying, quote, "Let's do another debate, but this time no holds barred, and all on discussion with just the two of us on stage, talking about the future of our country." Of course, there is just two debates that were agreed to by these two camps. It was Donald
Trump going for the knockout blow. These Democrats, this is the last thing that they want. They are running scared. Another debate? No, please. So they got this interview coming up in a couple of months, but they're probably going to try to weasel their way out of it if Biden is still even a nominee.
Trump for months, who was making the claim anytime, anywhere. And that led to the Biden campaign agreeing to that first debate, early debate in June. But they do not have the second debate, which was agreed to, until September. So Donald Trump looking to drive home and stick in the idea that he would be eager to make himself available to go on TV with Joe Biden sharing the stage with him. Of course, there is, again, nothing slated in that element until September, though, Richard.
Yeah, Trump going for the kill shot. And no way in hell is the Biden campaign going to agree to this, because who knows? This man might croak right there on live TV.
And Danielle, the president really addressing at least three groups, those on the base, those who are absolutely behind him, those who have some questions, and you have the independents, certainly. That's why he's in Wisconsin. What can he accomplish today?
I mean, look, I wish that we had a lot more scrutiny on on the things that Donald Trump has been saying, with, in fact, that he's saying that he wants to be a dictator on day one.
Here we
that
go.
The Supreme Court on July 1st gave him the ability to do that. And how dangerous the Trump administration 2.0 could be for this country and for our democracy wholeheartedly. People have bad debates.
You see this? This is some Democrat strategist or whoever the hell this woman is. Nothing but emotional talking points. These same tired ass talking points. That's all they got. Oh, he's a dictator. He's going to come in with Project 2025. Oh, he's racist. It's the same talking points to try to stir up hatred and try to stir up fear to scare people, because they have nothing when it comes to policy. And their guy is a corpse. So all they can do is try to stir up emotion, make emotional arguments.
Joe Biden is not the first president to have had a bad debate. I'm not too old to have remembered when Hillary Clinton had the flu on the 2016 campaign trail, and that's all the media could talk about.
The flu.
Right? And so the focus here needs to be on Project 2025.
Now, was that a bad debate, or did the man look like he was about to pass out and die on stage? In fact, Joe Biden, apparently there's a leak, because we have all these leaks coming out of Joe Biden's cap all of a sudden. Joe Biden said he felt like he was about to fall asleep during the debate. And they trying to lay, oh, it's just a bad night. Oh, no, it was much more than a bad night. This was catastrophic. This was a senile old man not wanting to be there, not even knowing where the hell he was.
And the reimagining of America through a conservative lens that does not see all Americans as a part of that project. And so it's really important for this president to nail that home and move the conversation away from him and move it to what kind of future we want America to have.
You know, Charlie, working off of what Danielle said there.
Yeah, so that's enough of that, man. This is all they got. This is all the Democrats have to try to resuscitate Biden's campaign. They're going to do an edited, scripted interview with a Democrat operative, claimed TV reporter. And what's the argument they're making? Are they talking about policy? Are they talking about the border? Are they talking about healthcare? Are they talking about saving lives by ending the war? No. Orange man bad. That's all they got. All they got is fear-mongering, emotional arguments. And this is their own fault because, again, they sabotaged and rigged their own primary. They made sure that Biden was the guy. He didn't get embarrassed. He was the nominee. He didn't lose in his primary. Their possible best candidate outside of Biden last year was Andrew Cuomo, who's the governor of New York. The Democrats took care of him themselves. They got rid of him, destroyed his career. Then they started saying, well, maybe Gavin Newsom. So outside of Kamala Harris, it looks like the Democrats have nothing. Everybody's polling terrible. They're saying Michelle Obama looks to be polling well against Trump, but that's because she's not even in the race yet, and she's been hidden in the dark off cameras for years. But if she jumps into the race, her poll numbers are immediately going to sink. So the Democrats brought this on themselves. They're just going to scream, orange man bad, and they're going to try to make a desperate effort to ignore, to try to make us forget what we saw of Joe Biden being a corpse, being wheeled out there by his family and Obama and these Democrat operatives. So good luck with that, but I don't think it's going to work, this emotional argument, because they've been coming at Trump with these emotional, lying-ass accusations for, 9 years now? Almost a decade of emotion. Oh, orange man bad, he racist, he a dictator, all that crap. Not working. But that's all they got, so they're going to continue with it. So let me know what you guys think. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Share the video. Thanks for watching.